Hi there, this is Miss Jones. I am creating this video about how to do the half and half portrait, which is our final assignment in 2D art. For those of you who are not going to be able to join us or may have been in quarantine, this is hopefully going to help you get through this last unit. So the final product, what we're aiming for here is a half and half portrait. So basically, I have printed out pictures of each and every one of my students. You guys sent me the picture through the assignment called Post a Selfie or Snap a Selfie. And so you should have already sent me this picture. I printed it out for you. And what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna cut the portrait in half down the middle of the face, and then you're going to recreate the other half of the portrait using the correct proportions that we practiced in class, attention to detail, and of course various values to create light and dark shadows. So, to begin with, you want to make sure you have your supplies ready. I did give you guys a set of drawing pencils in class. There's the 4 blue pencils, and one is an HB, there's a 4B, there's a 2B, and then there's a 6B. And those are the 4 pencils that you want to have to work with on this project. You should also have a good eraser. That pencil set came with an eraser, and it also came with a pencil sharpener. So you want to make sure your pencils are nice and sharp. And then you'll just need a pair of scissors that you can cut your portrait in half with. So I'm going to be using this same portrait today. And I did print out a couple different copies for you guys. I printed one that was a little bit lighter and one that was a little bit darker so that you could play with the different values. So just, you pick whichever one you feel that you like the most. Now, to cut this in half, before just cutting it, I'd like to identify like how I want to cut it, right? So I don't necessarily have to cut in a straight line, especially if you're like at a 3/4 turn, if we're not seeing your face straight on, then you might cut on a curve or even a little bit different. So you can kind of decide how you want to cut. I'm just going to use my 6B pencil here to identify where I think the middle is going to be. Basically, I've drawn a line right down the middle, and then I'm just going to cut right on that line with a pair of scissors. Something like this. And then you have to decide which one you want to recreate. So I could either choose to redraw this half, or I could choose to redraw this half. But either way, I'm still dealing with the nose, the mouth, and one of the eyes, at least half of each of those features, as well as part of your neck should be visible. And we also talked about making sure the crown of your head is visible in the video as well. Now, once you've decided which half you're going to recreate, which I think I'm gonna do this half, then you want to get out your sketchbook. You can see mine's a little bit bigger than yours, but no worries. And you're gonna tape that part of your portrait into your sketchbook. Grab some tape here. Remember also, if we're doing this in class, then I can give you some drawing paper to do this on. So I'm literally just gonna tape my portrait right into my sketchbook, like so. And then I'm gonna be looking at the other half as I'm drawing. So there's my one half, right? Actually, now that I think about it, I'm actually going to be redrawing this half. So I know I said that I was going to do this one, but it changed my mind. I taped the wrong one on there. So I'm actually going to be drawing this half. So I'm going to just post that right up there so I can see both of them as I'm working. Might even be easier if you're going to be working on a flat surface, not on an easel. I've just set this up so that you guys can see it. But it's kind of good if they're, at the same level, just so that they're kind of right across from each other. So a little bit easier to see that way. Now from here, I'm just going to start with my HB pencil. That's my lightest one. And we want to use a very light line as we're sketching out the contours and the overall shapes of the face so that we can go back and erase if we need to. This is a very light, soft sketch that we're beginning with. We're not doing any shading, it's just contours. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of drawing for you. Hopefully we have enough light in here that you can see this. And so I'm just gonna start like right up here with the top of the head, and I'm kind of looking at this curve right here where it comes down to meet my shoulder. So again, just looking at the overall basic shape. Remember, I'm drawing nice and light, so I can go back and change this if I need to. Looks like maybe it ends right about there. Blocking in those basic shapes. I'm also going to identify where the forehead begins. And you know, it might be helpful too for you to like pick it up and look and kind of mark where you see that line. And then when you're ready, kind of just draw that in. Right? I'm just drawing the line of the hair now. Just kind of that overall shape. So something kind of like that. Again, blocking in the basic shapes. Keep it simple. Identifying that my eyebrows are kind of on an angle here. So it looks like I have an eyebrow there. Kind of marking the placement where my eye would begin. Remember, the eyes have one eye width in between them. So when you're setting this up, even though you have the picture to look at, you got to remember those proportions that we studied in class. So it looks to me like that eye probably starts right about there. And then I'm just trying to capture that overall shape of the eyelid. Looks a little bit big. So I'm going to kind of change that a little bit. Dropping in my iris, right? Pupil, just kind of tucked up underneath that eyelid there. Again, just drawing what I see. Noticing my eyebrows a little bit thicker there. So just kind of playing around with that. It might feel a little bit big. Remember, really taking your time on the eyes is going to help to capture more of the realism in the portrait. I'll go back in a little bit and I'll drop in the details and the iris and the highlight and all that stuff that we practiced in class. But for the time being, I'm just kind of trying to block out the overall shape of the eye. Next, now my nose is very, very faint here. Remember we talked about the eyebrow and the nose being connected, right? And I know that the rest of my nose is in this picture, but it's just going to be suggested with more of a really light line and then some shadow. So I'm going to come right off of my tear duct. I know that this is all kind of connected here. And I'm just going to suggest the other half of the nose. It's going to come right off of this part of the nose. So this is actually where that circular shape would be that we practiced in class. And I don't know that you can really see my other nostril. So like if I look even at, you know, the actual photo itself, you don't really see my other nostril. You just see the tip of the nose and that's it. So that's really all I'm going to put in for now. And then the shape of my lips. Right, there's the upper lip and the lower lip. And again, I want to check to see that I have that lined up. So I'm looking at like that line kind of comes back up over here. And then I'm gonna drop in the rest of the lip. Something kind of like that. Remember, it's kind of that trapezoid shape with the curved shape underneath. So this should all kind of match up, right? Something kind of like that. So you can see the other half of the portrait is starting to come along. I definitely want to get in this line that represents my cheek. That's going to help to create a little bit more realism in the drawing. Just dropped my things. Thanks for being patient with this video. Kind of awkward sometimes making these at home. Anyway, that line looks like it starts right about here, so that would be the chin. You can see it kind of comes up like so. And then there's a line to represent my cheek, and that just kind of disappears back by my eye. Now it looks a little different right now, but that's mostly just because we haven't done any shading. I am going to be doing a video tutorial that follows this, which is about the value scale. And you'll practice creating a value scale so that you understand how to create those lights and darks and how to get that really soft blending so that when you do start to shade in your portrait, you get something kind of like this, where you have these really nice shadows, highlights in the eyes, and all that stuff that makes it look real. So I'm going to continue to kind of pick away at this. You can see my neck is down here. Right, it goes down into the rest of my hair. When you're drawing the shape of the hair in, remember, just draw the overall basic shape. So you don't need to draw every single strand of hair, just the overall basic shapes. And then my hair kind of does something like this, so you can kind of see it traveling down. And again, you can kind of interpret it how you want. It doesn't have to be exactly like the photo, but just the suggestion. Let's see, some of that hair comes out right here like this. I've also got some jewelry on, so if you're wearing jewelry, if you can see your shirt in the picture, any of those details, you want to draw those in using contour lines. So I'm going to continue to work on this, and I'll post a video on how to do the value scale, and then I'll show you guys what adding that value can do for your drawings and how it can create more realism. Thanks for watching. Check back in for the other video. See you then.